Good morning, guys. It's Saturday morning. We didn't make a video yesterday.
Why?
Because Emily and Will came over and we played board games.
We played one board game.
We played one board game twice.
Mm-hmm.
And we also had dinner. And we had really awesome cocktails. And we hung out. And we talked about RPGs and life. And
Basic Emily and Will talk.
We
but
had a good day.
Yesterday was a very good day for me. As I said before, it was parent advisor student conferences.
It was conferences yesterday.
Conferences yesterday. So
so challenging.
I had 7 parents. My day started at 7:30.
7 sets of parents.
7 sets of parents. That is correct. 7 sets of parents. Woke up at 6.
You're doing a terrible job.
Doing a terrible job. I just woke up. No, but I had meetings from 7:30 to roughly 11:30. Ran a little over with some things.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them didn't know where my conference room was because it wasn't my normal room.
Okay.
But got through conferences. It was great. Things went really well. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, conferences can be stressful. It's challenging because essentially you're meeting with parents critiquing their child, and there's always that fear of, I'm critiquing their child. Is this what
they're
they
gonna
want
hate
to?
me?
Right. They're gonna hate me. You know, do they believe that what I have to say is relevant to their child?
That's fair.
So, a little stressful, but it went off really well. After that, I needed to get my eyes checked. Yeah.
Eric's driver's license is gonna expire.
It expires next Saturday. A week from today.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's cutting it close, guys.
I am cutting it very close. It's been, what, 8 years since the last driver's license, I guess?
Wow. That's a
Yeah.
long time.
Because that's how long a driver's license
I
roughly
didn't
lasts.
know that.
It lasts a while. So
I don't think I've ever been old enough for it to last that long until maybe now. Because I had my learner's permit, and then I have my regular driver's license, and then in Virginia they give you go from having a vertical license to a horizontal license.
What?
Between when you get your driver's license and you turn 21, you have a vertical license instead of a horizontal one because it makes it easier to be carded.
That's so weird.
So when you go to like an 18 and up, they know that you're not 21.
Wow.
Eric just learned something new. So then when I turned 21, I got my horizontal license. But then I moved to New York when I was 24, so I had to get another license. So I've never had a license. And then I got married, so I got another license. So I've never had a license for more than, what, 4 years at a time?
That's crazy.
So I don't know how long a license lasts. We're in uncharted territory for me here.
So,
but Eric is old.
I am old. I had to get my eyes checked, which
I love that that's where that conversation
I know,
went.
it goes to me being old. But it was a little nerve-wracking. Like, I don't remember the last time I took an eye exam.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember sitting there, she's like, yeah, we can do it. You have to be, I want to say 10 feet away or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was like, what if I need glasses? Like, what if that's what this turns out to be? And, you know, she asked questions, do I have any medical issues? No. Do I wear glasses? And I was like, no. Wait, does that awkward time in high school where I kind of just wore fake glasses, does that count? And it does not, in case you were wondering.
Pro tip, it doesn't count.
So, you know, we did the whole I cover one eye. I read through the things.
The eye chart.
The eye chart. But the eye chart has like colored lines. Did you ever notice that?
Mm-hmm. I've had my eyes checked more than you have.
I didn't notice that. The eye charts that I remember, they were just like a pyramid. There was no like red, green.
There are different ways you can do it. But
all right. So this one I got 2 past the green line. I was right above or right below the red line. Mm-hmm. And I could see sort of well. I can make letters out with my right eye. With my left eye, things got a little blurry. I was 1 row above my right eye.
Okay.
But afterwards she says, you passed, you know, all you had to do was get to the green line. And I went like 2 below that.
Yeah, you were overachiever.
A little bit of overachiever. She said, she goes, just for fun. Let's see how, you know, further down you
just
can
for
go.
fun.
That's what she said. And she says, well, clearly your left eye is weaker than your right, so I might have astigmatism, but it doesn't affect my reading, it doesn't affect my driving, so we're good to go. That's been inputted into the computer because she did it just like this. Takes 24 hours for the DMV to register the changes. So by Tuesday, I'll go in and finish setting things up and get my new license.
Good job.
Yeah, I kind of want a new photo. But I have to go there.
You have to go there to do that.
Maybe I'll do that when we move and I'll get like the new address. We'll see. So it's gonna have, my license is gonna have this address.
Right, and then when we move, you just mail in and they send you a new one.
Yeah, I never do that, but we'll see what happens. So, driver's license is going well. Came home. What?
Sorry, nothing.
No, what?
I was gonna say you're gonna finally get one of the new licenses.
Yeah, I'm finally get one of the licenses. But I came home, I played some Destiny. No, I did not play Destiny 2. Why?
The servers were down.
Servers were down till 5 o'clock Eastern time.
Which was when Emily and Will came over.
It really hurt. But I did play some Overwatch, and that is just quickly going downhill. So many players just don't care. It's kind of sad. Then I played some Destiny. But then Emily and Will came over.
Oh, literally, we've spent like 5 minutes talking about you going to get your eyes checked today. I just realized that. We played a new game last night, guys.
I was getting there. There was a timeline.
Okay.
There was a timeline.
We were very excited about your eyes.
And then Emily and Will came over, and we played a new game. You see how that worked?
Yeah, I do.
We started.
I can see it now. Is that does that count as a pun?
No.
Oh.
No. But we started.
I'm just referencing a thing.
We started at one place, and we slowly worked our way over here. You wanted to do board games before everything else.
Okay, fine.
You can't invert the day.
Fine. So
this isn't
Emily,
Memento. We're not telling the story backwards.
So Emily and Will came over yesterday. We made some really yummy cocktails. We sat around for a little bit and chatted about everything. We just talk. Actually, having a conversation with Emily and Will is awesome because I could talk with Will for a little while Eric and Emily talk about something, and then like we'll sort of be listening to other people, the other conversation, and suddenly we'll just like switch, and I'll be talking to Emily and Eric will be talking to Will, and we won't have like consciously decided that we were changing the conversation, but it just smoothly flows so that the other person, and it's an equally amazing conversation, whatever the conversation is, but I don't know anybody else that we do that with.
You pay way too much attention to how the conversation flows.
I like it.
Okay.
I thought it was good.
That was great.
I was just telling the story in the
That was a beautiful
timeline.
story. That was a beautiful story.
Okay, because after that, then we played a new board game, guys.
And what game was that?
Dice Forge.
Is it a new game? Is it a new game?
I have no idea.
It's new to us.
It's new to us. Dice Forge is a really, really cool, has a really cool mechanic. Basically, you have these dice that
You forge? Sorry.
Do you want to tell it?
Please continue.
Smart ass. You have these dice where the
They're chunky dice, right? They're
they
not,
are.
They're not your average dice.
They're probably
They're pretty chunky.
They're pretty chunky. The reason being is that the faces actually pop off. So that's really scary.
It's from that movie. You've never seen Face Off?
No. Okay.
John Travolta?
No.
And what's his name?
No.
Oh my God, what's the crazy guy?
I don't know.
Help me out here. I can't hear you. From the car stealing movie with
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage and John Travolta.
What a terrible idea for a movie.
Oh my God, one's a bad guy, one's a good guy. So the good guy gets his face transformed to look like the bad guy. And then the bad guy ends up turning his face into the good guy. And he says, I want to take his face off.
I'd like to take his face off.
It's a good movie. Continue.
So, I don't even know if I should at this point.
You need to.
Okay, I need to try to save us from ourselves. Save us from ourselves. Alright, so, Dice Forge is a game for 2 to 4 players where you basically build your dice out as the name suggests.
Okay.
As you play the game, each turn you have the opportunity to either buy a new face or buy a card that gives you extra points and things. Oh my God, You are so smug with yourself. Oh my word.
All right.
Do you need to walk it off?
No,
like, go walk it off. Walk it off.
Okay.
The game itself is actually really, really fun. You actually roll on everybody's turn, so you're always doing something, and every time you roll, you gain resources. The different faces either you can collect gold resources, red crystals, blue crystals, or you can just gain victory points. And really, the victory points are the most important thing in the game, obviously, but there's no tiebreakers. There's no like, yay, I'm gonna get these because I have extra red crystals left over. No, you should spend what you have. You should get as many victory points as fast as humanly possible, because the game ends in a 4-player game after 9 rounds.
I mean, there is a lot of luck based
because you're rolling dice,
right.
But at the same time there is strategy, because you are deciding what is going on your dice and what faces you have. So as an example, you have 2 dice, each player has 2 dice, and so in the very first game, the best choice that I made was I purchased a face that was a 3 times face. Basically, anytime I rolled it, it would multiply whatever was on my other die face.
Assuming you rolled it.
If I rolled it, yes.
Which is tough to do.
If I rolled it, it would give me ×3 on whatever the other face was. And on the other face, I put a face that basically allowed me to take 1 gold, 1 red, 1 blue, and 1 victory point whenever that face came up. So when I rolled that and the ×3, I got 3 of each of those resources. So you try to figure out how you're not going to be able to make them chain, but when they do happen to the synergy comes together, it's a really awesome feeling. And I lost both games.
You did lose.
I lost both games. I had the best time losing both games because I could see the strategy, because you also can buy cards that give you extra
one-time use or multiple use.
There are other instants, or there are cards that you tap every turn if you have the resources to do it, or you can force other players to put faces on their dice that give you resources when they roll them. Like, there's a lot of really cool strategy involved. I really liked it. No, and the game box is so organized.
It's like having a broken token insert inside the box.
Already made by the people who made the game. Like,
I want this game. You say
no. The reason being is that Eric and I will not play. I was so proud of you too for being okay with it. I was so proud of you. The reason I would say that we shouldn't own it is because Emily and Will have it, and legitimately the people we're gonna play it with are Emily and Will.
That's fair.
Really, like, that's who we're gonna play this game with. And while
but you can play 2 players,
you can play 2 players.
It'd be nice to try. They offered to lend it to us to see how it went, but I do like it, and I really want expansions. I can think about the different expansions that can come with it,
because all it takes is a couple more faces. They're just little pieces of plastic. Like, you could just get some new faces. And
you essentially use the piece that you get. You use that piece to pop off.
Yeah, they're just little pieces of plastic that are popped onto.
But
like
it's also challenging. Like, I tried to build a die that was all victory points, but one side had a blue crystal, and I kept rolling that darn blue crystal.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, there's strategy, but then there's also the element of luck, because it's however the dice roll.
Right. I enjoyed it. I think it was a really good game.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm a sucker for built-in box inserts.
And custom dice.
Yeah.
Basically, it was a good game, and we really liked it. And
so you should look into Dice Forge if it's something you're interested in.
And then once Emily and Will left, my brain was apparently still wide awake, and I was up last night until like 12:30.
Like an adult.
Fine. Like a college kid.
No, they stay up later.
They stay up later. Anyway, I stayed up late, not realizing it was late, and it was weird. Eric went to sleep.
Yeah. So it's a late start to the day. She's gonna finish this coffee. I think you're gonna work on D&D, and then we're going for a run in Central Park.
Yeah, it's still early here.
Yeah.
So we still have some time. I know that we have some stuff we're gonna do today, but yeah, there is a run. I am not looking forward to this run. My legs hurt a lot from the run that we did on Thursday.
We'll take it slow. It'll be a tough run.
This is going to be a really hard one.
It is going to be a really hard one.
This is not going to be a picture of me kicking butt. This is going to be a picture of me having my butt kicked.
Calling 911, ambulance shows up.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I need another cup of coffee. And I want to say thanks again to Manx for the coffee.
Oh, Manx Coffee. Very cool. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will talk to you next time.
Bye, guys.
We're gonna go watch Face Off.
Oh, no.
Maybe.
No.